Another US regulator wants agencies to collaborate on crypto regulation. The Joe Biden administration appears to be brimming with regulators suspicious of Bitcoin, BTC, and other cryptoassets, as new signals indicate that US authorities are attempting to in the crypto business through agency collaborations. The US financial authorities have their sights set on the cryptocurrency market and are preparing to regulate it more aggressively, owing to growing worry that a lack of effective monitoring could hurt savers and investors. This, however, may take time, as the country's regulators have not yet determined who has the legal ability to supervise this market, according to the Financial Times, FT. Michael Hsu, the newly appointed acting controller of the currency, wants US regulators to collaborate on establishing a regulatory perimeter for cryptoassets. It truly boils down to cross-agency coordination. Based on my conversations with some of my peers, there is considerable interest in coordinating a greater number of these events, Hsu told the FT. Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, who previously described Bitcoin as a high-risk, speculative investment, hinted that the nomination of Hsu to this role might signal a shift in the administration's approach to crypto. Another indicator that the US is preparing for a paradigm shift is the first meeting of an inter-agency sprint team focusing on crypto regulation earlier this month. The Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, OCC, the Federal Reserve, and the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation were all involved. According to Hsu, the purpose of this team was to provide some suggestions to the agencies for consideration as they attempted to keep up with the expansion of cryptocurrency, but not to establish policy. It's little and senior, he was reportedly quoted as adding. The concept is that time is of the importance, and if the project is too large, it becomes more difficult. This meeting was convened in response to Hsu's announcement of a staff assessment of particular acts taken by individuals previously in charge of the OCC, including those relating to cryptoassets, as well as a decision to award national trust charters to companies that provide cryptoasset custody services. According to Hsu, blockchain technology is almost certainly here to stay. However, while various platforms are developing novel and promising payment processing capabilities, these are also hazardous, with the potential to create a vast shadow banking system. According to the Financial Times, the euphoria surrounding banking innovation reminds him of the financial crisis. As a reminder, Hsu took over the OCC from Blake Paulson, who succeeded Brian Brooks, a former executive at cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase and current chief executive officer of Binance. Brooks was so crypto-friendly and had made significant strides towards its adoption during his 8 months as controller. However, Yellen, Hsu, and their respective opinions on cryptocurrency are not the only changes in the regime that could suggest a tightening of the regulatory belt around crypto. As previously reported, Gary Gensler, chairman of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, since April, told U.S. lawmakers last week that he intended to collaborate with other regulatory agencies and Congress to fill in the holes in investor safety in these crypto markets. Additionally, he noted that because no crypto exchange has been registered with the SEC as an exchange, the legislation has resulted in much less investor protection than in traditional securities markets, as well as correspondingly larger chances for fraud and manipulation. We hope you enjoyed watching and listening to this video. Please let us know your opinion in the comments area below. If you found our content useful, please like it and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more crypto-related contents.